everyone, welcome. My name is Maria. I'm a Two River Theater teaching artist, and I'm joining you all today from a Two River Theater rehearsal studio. We're here for Autism Awareness Month, sharing activities and theater games that we hope will inspire your imagination and encourage you to get creative from the comfort of your own home. So let's get started. Today we are going to be thinking about the way that actors use their imaginations to help tell stories and to convince the audience that what's happening on stage is really happening, even when they're pretending. Now, actors rely on a heightened sense of the world around them so that they can think about past experiences when they're portraying those experiences or something like that on stage. What we're going to do today is explore our senses so that we can really use our imaginations as actors. So let's start with a warm-up that will help make us aware of one of our sensory experiences. We're going to focus on one sense that actors rely very heavily on, which is touch. What something feels like, what the texture is, what the temperature is, if it's hot or cold. Now, to do this, I'd like for you to find a room, somewhere you're comfortable, somewhere you're really familiar with, because we're going to go about rediscovering it together through our sense of touch. Now, when you're ready, I want you to move around the room, touching different objects and finding different textures. Maybe start by finding something soft and cuddly. I have a blanket with me here today. Or you could look for a cozy sweater, or the rug or carpet on your floor. Give that a feel. What does that feel like? What's the texture? How does it feel when you're cuddling it in your hands? Once you've done that, maybe look for something hot or cold. If you have a window in your room, you can press the back of your hand to the window and feel if it's warm or hot. If you have a water bottle or a glass of ice water, give that a touch. What does that feel like? You could also look for the heat of a hot candle, but please be careful. Now look for something heavy. Maybe it's a pile of books or an overflowing purse or school backpack. Look for something light, like a piece of paper or a pencil or a plastic bag. How do those different sensations feel? Heavy, light. As you move through your room, think about what the ground feels like below you. Is it smooth? Is it rough or bumpy? Is it slippery? Take your time exploring the space and pause this video so you can properly experience your sense of touch in the room that you're in. Now it's game time. This is the part where you'll definitely need a partner or multiple partners in order to play the game. You'll also need a physical object, and it can be anything you want. I'm going to be using this pillow today, but you can use a book, a ball, a bag, anything. Just make sure that it's easily passed and not easily broken. Now for this game, we are going to be transforming this physical object using our imagination and relying on the sense of touch that we just explored together. When you're ready, grab your partner and your object and we'll go. So now that I have my partner, I am going to start the game by passing my physical object back and forth. And if you're working with another person, you're going to do it just like this. Or if you're doing it with a group, you'll want to pass it around the circle like this so that everybody gets a turn. Now, while we do this, we just want to pay attention to what the object feels like, what the weight of it is, what the texture is, if it has a temperature, and we're going to keep on passing it back and forth. Now, once you've passed it through with your partner several times, I want you, holding the object, to imagine that it's transformed into a 100-pound cement block. You're going to pass it to your partner, imagining that it's very heavy, remembering what it felt like when we were exploring our senses to hold something very, very heavy. Now, for example, when I'm transforming my pillow into a 100-pound cement block, my hands and arms might shake. I might strain myself as I lift it. And I want to pass it to my partner while teaching them what it is. Then they get a turn to demonstrate what it's like for them to carry the 100-pound cement block before passing it back to me. Now, whether it's just 2 people playing or a group, you'll want to pass the object around pretending it's the 100-pound cement block multiple times so that everybody gets a turn. Pause the video and feel free to play. Now we're going to transform the object into something entirely new. A fuzzy, cuddly bunny rabbit. Think about something cuddly and fuzzy you touched when we were exploring our room before, and transform your object into a bunny rabbit or a different pet of your choosing. I'm gonna take some turns passing it to my partner. Oh, it's so cute. And make sure that everyone gets a few chances with the bunny. You might want to give it a hug or just pet it. And when I pass it back to my partner, I'll have him transform it into something else, like a flaming hot fireball. Once you've gotten the hang of this game, you can continue transforming your object into a variety of different things. You could turn it into an ice-cold snowball, or a delicate crystal bowl, or a spiky porcupine. The possibilities are absolutely endless. So have fun playing with your partner and passing it around so that everyone gets a turn to transform the object. Now, when you've really mastered that and your sense of touch, you can even move on to incorporating the other senses that we didn't get to in this video, like sound or smell. Maybe your object becomes a stinky pile of garbage or a mouth-watering chocolate cake or a really loud buzzing alarm clock. Whatever you want, take the object and show the other players what it is to you. You can go back to the warm-up that we did and explore those other senses in the same way that we did with touch. Make it your own and have fun. Thank you so much for being with me today.